training. Sometimes I go as hard training for like 3 to 4 hours every day. Most times I train in the night, stretching in the night before I go to bed. My mom always be like, blessing, blessing, blessing. You're not a boy, you're not a boy, you're always acting like a boy. I'd be like, mommy, just stop that, come out of it. This is what I like to do most. One of my biggest challenges in what I do is that whenever I go to the bar to perform or any concerts, men are always my challenges. Like they just keep coming at me because they feel because I stretch so well, because my hip flexors are very, very flexible, and because my backs are very flexible and I bend into some other shapes and some different kind of shape, they think because I'm very flexible like that on the stage, I'm going to be that flexible on the bed too with them. They even go as far as touching me, asking me stuff like how much for a night, how much for a short time. I'd be like, sorry, I'm not a sex worker. Sometimes I fight them, sometimes I insult them, sometimes I talk to them anyhow, but I can't keep doing all that, so I just find a way to maneuver them. Where I see myself 5 years from now. Actually, in 3 years' time, I should be done with my school, my BSc certificate there in LASU. So I intend traveling after that. I intend going to the US, New Orleans, precisely. Actually, I'm actually mailing a mail to them to know if I can further more there and then to be a professional gymnast, competing and representing my country, Nigeria.
My name is Kuyoro Olalekan Shegun. My friend introduced me to this recycling thing. Fortunately for me, I'm African representative of it. I've been to a lot of shows, I've been to a lot of events through this recycling of a thing. So I was like, what is this stupid thing, this one tire bike? I never knew the bike is my destiny.
Juggling, acrobatic display, and dancing are some of the acts you will see from the God Knows Best Academy, a local unicycling team in Lagos.
When I was doing it alone then, to me, I felt like it would be very nice if we can be many, like only me. I think I was very happy and I got some popularity, like, hey, he's doing the Oyibo thing, this one, that one, but I felt bored along the line, like, why only me doing this thing? Maybe I should teach others. So I tried to teach the adults then. So I found out that the adults it's more difficult to teach the adults, that the kids are more better because they have nothing to think about or to care for. So I think, so that was when I discovered that it's better for me to look at age 12 downward than 17, 18 stuff. Starting the academy was more difficult because unicycle was barely known. Like, they're like, I'd rather put my children in dancing, in singing, than this one bike thing. That what was it used for? What was this one? But along the line, we started getting attention, recognition, newspaper, TV interview, and like, wow, I want to be my child, I want to be my daughter, I want to bring my stuff. Then currently, I think we have a space issue. Like, we need a proper academy, we need funds, like we need help with their school as well and other kids. So those are the basic challenges we are having now.
My name is Kendo Kotoko. I was outside of our house the other day, so I saw them riding a one-tire bicycle. So I was like, how do they ride this one? So my brother told me that, are you going to learn? So I decided to say that yes, I'd rather learn unicycle to go and do a business or to learn a work. So that's how I joined the unicycle. My friend told me that the other day that they saw me with this unicycle, they told me that, are you not going to break your leg? So I tell them that, no, man, I'm not going to break my leg. We have a coach, so our coach is going to put us through how they ride this unicycle. So since that day, my mom and dad saw me riding a unicycle, so they was like happy. So they decided to tell me that, oh yeah, are you going to start going to train? And I decided, I said that yes, I'll start learning a unicycle. not everybody that can do it. So sometimes we went out, so some people like to try it, so that ele ma gbé mi ṣubú, ele ma come lẹ́sẹ̀. So I was like, no, you are going to come for training. If you have a proper training, so you can do it. So we go for a show, we go for an event, so we go to different times. I've been to a hotel, I've been to one Lagos Fiesta, so we won 1 million. So the money that we got from the 1 million, we need to do all this in the cycle, so our coach needed to feed us.
From the beginning was difficult because unicycle is not known, it's just new then. But as time goes on, like for instance now when I take them out, they get paid. Like take this 2K, that was the beginning, take this 10K, give it to your mom, give it to your dad. So like are you sure say you know think the money come out? So the boy or the girl like call my coach now, he gave me. So they're like, wow, this thing is making money. Definitely the future will be bright and clear. So that's one of the first conviction they had, like if this thing really bring money for my child, then why is he not doing it? So I think their only fear was it should not break leg, it should not break hand. And for every parent that's not close to me, I think they are the most scared one, like it go break leg go. But then I will not tell them this thing money they there. So that's how I really convince some of them. So far, I think God has been good to us. Even the most difficult trick we had, like riding on the bear bottle, I can tell that we only have like maybe 10% of injury out of 100. So we don't always have a critical injury or anything. When I started, my first goal was to make unicycle a global image. Like for example, in Nigeria. So when I met the International Federation, they were like, they never knew unicycle sports exist here in Nigeria. That the two things they know about Nigeria, one is crime and second one is poverty. That's what the media are showing to them. But here is a black man doing this kind of stuff. So they were so excited to support me then, because it's only South Africa that is well recognized on international level. So right now I think I'm taking it beyond unicycling thing. I'm trying to make it like a music brand, like a comedy brand, whereby there's no events in Nigeria or there's no big events in Lagos State that you will not need GKB. So it's now beyond unicycle, it's more of circus of different acts now.
Most of his cyclists are male. Why aren't there more female cyclists?
Yes, I think I'm having the gender issue because for a female to stay with us is a very big, difficult issue. But I think when we have a proper academy, we can definitely have rooms for them. Back then, area boys do come and disturb us. Sometimes the SARS will be shooting at them because the smokes around there and all that. So the SARS will usually we run for our lives and all that. But so far, it's been peaceful. But still, it's not a better place for us because they might influence those kids, seeing an adult or area boy smoking and all that. So it's something I really want to take their eyes from. There's no Western Africa unicycling competition. There's World, which is Unicorn. Unicycling competition. It takes place every 2 years. So it's one of my biggest dreams. And also maybe I can win Grammy someday like Burna Boy.
6 years down the line, with 17 students in his God Knows Best Academy, Laycon has big dreams, including owning a physical space he can train more cyclists. We hope all his dreams come true.
everyone, and welcome to the fitness section of today's show. Today we're working on the floor. We're going to be working our core muscles, glutes, abs, and the legs. Okay, as always, it's Dolly Phillips from Alpha Fitness Studios, and let's go. We're going to start with a quick warm-up here. Now, all we're going to do is just sit back down in child's pose and come back to all fours, warming those legs up. 2, let's do that 3 times. 3, one more time, and 4. Now tuck in your toes. You're going to lift your knees off the floor into down dog and back onto all fours. So up and down. Very good. Warming up those shoulders, waking those abs up. Let's do 2 more. 2, very good. 1 more, 1, and down. Now let's sit back down here, stretch out those shoulders. And then we're going to go into a push-up here. 1, very good. We have 6, 2. If you can't go too low, that's fine. 3, excellent. If that's your level, stay there. 4, we have 2 more. 5, I can go down lower. And 6, and back down to child's pose. Excellent. Okay, I think we're a bit warm now, so we can start our workout. So we're going to start with the left leg. We'll push out and bring the knee to the chest. We have 8 of those. Let's go. 8, 7, make sure you're breathing. 6, keep your back in one position and just work the legs. Let the legs be the only thing that's moving. We have 3 left. 3, good. 2, and 1. Now you're going to hold it for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go to the other leg. Let's go donkey kicks. In. 1, very good. 2, 3, 4. Keep your focus forward. 5, or just there. 6. Keep the neck neutral. 7 and 8. Let's hold it here for 8, 8, 7, 2, and 1. Okay, so I'm going to turn my mat to 45 degrees now so you can see everything I'm doing here. Now we're going to lift the leg to open up the hips. We have 8 on each side. Are you ready? Let's go. 8, 7, good. 6, 5, 4, 3, very good. 2, and 1. Let's repeat the same on the other side. 8 counts. 8, 7, 6, 5, excellent. 4, doing good. 3, 2, last one, and 1. Sit back down in child's pose. Just stretch those legs out, stretch the glutes out. Excellent. Now, I'm going to go back here so you can see exactly what I'm doing. Now, this is a little bit difficult. Extend the leg out, cross behind, and open. Have we got that? Let's go. We have 8. Cross and open. That's 1. Cross and open. That's 2. Cross and open. 3. Cross and open. 4. Cross and open. 5. You can feel the burn, definitely open. 6. Try and keep that leg as straight as possible. 7. One more. And 8. Excellent. Other side. Extend that leg out. Let's work. Cross and open. That's 1. Cross and open. 2. Cross and open. 3. Cross and open. 2 more. 7. Last one. And 8. Excellent. Now, all fours. Move your knees back a little bit. Keep your palms where they are. We're going down in a push-up. Are you ready? Let's go. Chest to the floor. Down and up. That's 1. Down and up. If that's too low, just go down and up. Okay? 3. Down and up. Push yourself. Down and up. Send your elbows back and up. We have 2 more. Down and up. 1 more. Down and up. And stretch it out again in child's pose. Excellent. Okay, we're coming to sit down now for our stretch. Legs crossed. Deep breath in and out and in and out. Left elbow down right beside you. Reach over. 8, 7, 6, 5, other side, left elbow down, reach over, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Left elbow down, reach over and sweep all the way. One more. And other side, down. That's mobilizing the spine, sweep all the way and over, all the way and up. Good job. Let's stretch those shoulders. Clasp, turn over, push. Good. Away from you, all the way up to the ceiling. Make sure your hands are behind your ears. Good. And relax down. And now just slide your hands in front of you all the way down, stretching your lower back. Drop your head and stay. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And slowly come up. Wow, excellent. Thanks so much for joining me today, and I hope to see you very soon. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.
Hello and welcome to Tea Time on Plus TV Africa, where the big stories and mini stories, entertainment stories live. If it's awesome, we're going to talk about it. If it's big enough, we're going to talk about it. So if you don't see that we're talking about that thing, it just didn't cut the standards, unfortunately. But yeah, we basically analyze and dissect all the hot gist that's happening on the entertainment space, and also all the updates on your favorite celebrities. And when I say we, I mean my co-anchor Ifeoluwa Oshike. How's it going?
Papping. You right?
I don't think I've ever seen you in a.
Nah, I really don't.
No, yeah, no. I'm surprised the hat can actually fit your big head. That's
My head is actually very
interesting. No, your head is big. It
I
feels
get
like to you.
egg small now.
Oh,
Once you very
okay.
big
They've
egg.
been lying to you.
I don't understand. I don't get coconut.
Hey.
Bread. Like hey.
Anyway, what inspired the look?
Young fella. What inspired the look? I have an outing later, and the dress code was white and black. So
Okay.
yeah. So I just figured, okay, I could wear white out and just I like to keep my things different. So you're supposed to wear like the white outfit and stuff, but I'm just gonna wear the white hat. Yeah,
I like that. It looks nice.
yeah, thank you.
Alrighty, so are you ready for today's
Yes, always ready. I was born ready, you know.
Exactly. You know how we do. Okay. Our first conversation is in the Nigerian space about the film industry. Nigerian film executive Moses Babatope has addressed reports of an alleged cabal in the Nollywood that controls the industry's activities. Babatope addressed the topic that has been a point of scrutiny among industry enthusiasts for a while now in the Meet and Greet podcast interview with Ungbot's heads like Nas, Onuzo, Zulu Moke Oyibo, and Damola Adedamola. When queried about his thoughts on the rumored cabal and if he was a member, Babatope revealed that he did not subscribe to the idea that they are a cabal, as they have been preoccupied with sharing knowledge, growing the industry, elements that are not peculiar with cabals. And I quote, "I don't identify with the cabal, but I must say that there is a group of progressive thinkers, risk takers, implementers that have shown a level of consistency. There is a group that exists and it's almost easy to identify." The Film House and Film One co-founder for the highlighted distributions in Nollywood and how the progression group ideas may have positively grown the industry in a few years. Alrighty, so...
Yeah, go on.
I know when I saw cabal, I'm like, because that word, I mean, listen, the Western scene, that's like these like top-notch 1% of the 1%, just
yeah.
like controlling the whole thing. And they're usually really like corrupt. You know, they're the ones that are literally above the law. Like when you think about the cabals, you think about people who own the law, own the system, you know. So like, to use that term is not something I want to do lightly, but I think I like the way he explained it. But let me hear your take.
For me, I don't think they should be called cabals. Like you said, forward thinkers, progressive thinkers, those are people that are actually putting in the work. Now, a lot of people want to be part of an industry, but not a lot of people want to get their hands dirty. Do you understand? These are the guys that will go all out, and they have the funding as well.
Okay, when you say get your hands dirty, do you mean that as in like hard work or like get your hands? Because when you say get your
No, when
hands
I say
dirty,
get
it
your
means that
hands-
do the things that are not necessarily very easy to do because
I'm
they're
talking
kind
about
of
the
rogue.
hard work now. They're the ones that would probably go and try to have a sit down with a Tyler Perry to see how they can create a movie together. But the other ones just want to be featured in the movie and all that, and they have the funds as well. That's another thing that makes them look like the cabal. Now, because they set their mind to something and they feel like, okay, we can get this done, and then they bring a group of other people that have the money and they get it done. You say, oh, they are the 1% of the 1%. But of course, if you had the funding and if you're in that space, I think you'll be welcome. You'll be invited to the table as well.
I don't know about that. I don't know. I think anyone who's in the cabal would talk about it like that. I don't think anyone would say, oh yeah, we actually are like controlling the thing and we have monopolized power over the entire industry and all the negatives of it. I think even the cultist groups that we have that are not so private, the way they explain it sounds really fantastic. So I'm not going to just buy his words on the surface because he's supposed to say that if that's what it is, if the accusation is what it is. But the only thing that stood out for me was that they're almost easy to identify. For him to add that part means that they're not cultists in the sense of privacy or whatever. Maybe they are just functioning quite transparent with their actions, even if they have cabal tendencies. It's in public, and for me that made me feel a little more better because my mind was already going into like some kind of controversy, conspiracy theory, loophole kind of thing. But no matter what I can imagine, the fact that you want to work in transparency means that you don't really have that much to hide. But I don't know the intricate details, and I'm pretty sure it's not as warm and fuzzy as he has said it is. I'm pretty sure there's other things. And I don't think I would agree that if you have money and you have a dream, then you can be part of that. I don't know if there's any association that's that open.
We see, in as much as in this clique or in this generation, the people that I said they're quite obvious. You have the likes of Marion Joku, you have the likes of Funke Akindele, you have Scene One, Film One, all those people that actually Iroko TV, they're actually there. But now, one thing I know that Nollywood is open to is, new players, new key players. Now we have Play Network. We have, what's his name now? For the life of me, I can't remember his name. But the guy that owns Play Network as well, that did the, what's it called?
Cinema Drive-In.
Yeah, Cinema Drive-In and the...
Charles Okpaleke.
Charles Okpaleke. So Charles Okpaleke came into the scene and he had the funding and he had the dream, he had the plans, he put them in motion and it worked.
Are you saying that Charles Okpaleke is part of this cabal?
No, I'm saying that they're open to new people.
Who's we? Who's they? Sorry, who's they? The cabal or just the industry?
The obvious key players that are referred to as the cabals.
So are you saying that the key players in the industry that we know are the cabals?
Yes, that's why he's saying they're quite obvious. Now, you can count them on your fingertips. The major people, okay, if I want to put a movie in the cinema, there are like just 3 or 4 people that I have to see to get any movie in the cinema. Do you understand? It's not like there are so many companies I can go to. We have just like 4. So why wouldn't they call them the cabal? Do you get what I mean? So it's quite obvious that these are the key players in Nollywood industry. Do you understand? So that's why I'm buying into everything he's saying because it's just a fact. The fact that we have the money, the fact that we can put it in motion, doesn't mean that if you do and you have the money and you want to do it, some people will block your way. They will try to, put all those on your path. They're not going to do all of that. They're just, that's what I think it is.
I don't know. I think Charles Okpaleke has been in the game for a long time.
Yes, he has. So, but when he started doing living in Bondi, the drive-in cinema, he didn't come out to tell you, oh, some people tried to stop me. Some people tried to...
Yeah, because he's not an oldie. And the point that you're trying to make, Okpaleke cannot buttress that point because he's already been in the game. I wish there was somebody else that we knew that's not in that circle, new, fresh from the pot. We've never heard of his name before and has gotten to the top like that. Because I don't think that's the case at all. I think you have to gum buddy with these people and get the approval. And if you don't, you can't be blocked. And not everybody's going to take that to social media.
Obviously, you are going to be blocked when you need their services. For instance, I want the example I gave. I want to take a movie to the cinema. Film One wants that movie. Scene One wants that movie. Genesis wants that movie, right? And I take it to one particular one. It doesn't work it works really fine. Now, of course, they will try to start trampling on dates. You understand? Somebody else that probably wants that project will probably say, oh, no, you can't premiere it on this date. You have to do it like 2 months from now. Do you understand? So they will try to affect you, but it doesn't mean that you won't get it done. So that's also what I'm saying. You
Okay,
will
do you
get
think
it
Ebony
done.
Life is part of this people?
What?
Ebony Life.
Ebony Life. No, I don't think so.
Why not?
And when you say, I wouldn't know. I'm not in that industry. I haven't had any reason, and no one has ever told me. I haven't heard stories about Ebony Life, so I wouldn't know. But I think she's a key player when it comes to Nollywood, when it comes
Exactly.
to
So
the
my
media
point is
industry as
exactly
well.
that. I don't think all key players in the industry are part of this circle of friends.
Whoa, if you're talking about that, no, they don't have, the thing is, when I say key player, they don't have to be friends. They just have to share a common goal, which is business, which is money. Do you understand?
You don't think they need to be friendly to do that?
No, they don't need to be friendly. It's business, man. You don't really have to be friendly when it comes to money. As long
I'll
as,
disagree with that.
we can
I'll
be
disagree with
enemies,
that
but when it
completely.
comes to business...
Because I know even Mo, I've heard stories about Mo not accepting movies because that person doesn't eat her well. You have maybe friendship. I'm not
they
saying
don't have
friends
enough
like
money.
as if no.
The money doesn't eat well.
No, that was not the case. This movie that I'm talking about was accepted everywhere else. It was a good movie. The quality was good. The people in that movie were not small people, whatever. But if they don't see human beings don't function like that. We're not robots that we think strictly without any bias. If I don't like you, even if you fit the category, you can decide not to work with that person. So I don't think it's as simple as, or if you have the money and we share the same common interest, nah. I think that you have to have more commonalities than that to want to even associate yourself and invest in each other's businesses or whatever. But I think we'll all just speculate on this table because, unfortunately, we're not in the cover. Moving on. Popular award-winning disc jockey Kopi has reacted amid the intense troll and backlashes she seems to be getting from basically fans, or will I say fans now, trolls, as regards her songs and performances in the entertainment industry. Kopi, who has been a center of attraction for many critics lately, took to Twitter to affirm that the criticisms and trolls she gets cannot discourage her from chasing her dreams and aspirations because she's a fighter and quite resolute. In her words, and I quote, "Let me tell you a secret. For every achievement and yes that you've seen in my career, there's about 9 no's. My rejection rate is very high, but I'm now used to it. This never bruises my ego, nor stops my dreams because I am a fighter and believe in destiny. I really want you to understand this and learn from me. Stop waiting for things to happen. Make them happen. You don't ask, you don't get." So if you don't ask, you don't get. And that's on Copy That. I like her spirit, I do. I do like her spirit. I think that in all these like motivational things that I've been either forced to watch or stumbled upon, or even like these billionaires and like people in the society that have really made a lot of money or have had strong impact on the world and stuff. The one thing I know that they all have in common isn't really a soft story or like a sports or whatever. It's that consistency that I've seen, just consistently being at one thing is really cool to see. And I think it's just like a normal principle of life. Like even if you're bad at it, you still do well. A good example for me, I think the American version of DJ Copy is Tyler Perry. When Tyler Perry first started, till now, people still crap about his movies. They're low budget, which they are. The stories are very aligned, which they are. He writes he basically does everything, and it shows that he's not delegating enough work. So a lot of things are not properly managed or whatever. But all of that story, my guy has still been going at it longer than I've been alive. And it's working for him. He has a whole society that he has built based on the fact that, so even if they don't connect with the talent or the artwork, they connect with the vision and the passion and all of that. And I think that just makes sense as to why you can keep pushing. So in that sense, I think it's a really good advice. I posted something on my story today, and it was for myself as well, where so I got it from somewhere where somebody said, a lot of you don't do things because you're afraid of looking stupid. And I think that's a big thing. Like, perfectionist syndrome as well. I know it's a cripple of mine. If I don't think that it's going to be 100% good and like, you know, top notch, then I'm afraid to do it or whatever. But, you know, at some point, in a way it helps, but most of the time it's just a crippling effect. It's like, go for it. Do what you need to do. Be fearless about your work and your dreams and your passions. And even if I might not be a fan of DJ Cuppy, I'm sure her consistency and all of that can build a fan base that can take her to where she wants to go to.
For me, I just totally think, you know, our story is one that is a lot of rejections, obviously, a lot of trolls, a lot of people saying whatever they feel about her career. Forget the fact that she's a billionaire's daughter. She still has her own fair share of the internet drama, right? And the way she handles it, you know, like you said, consistency is key. So over the weekend, I saw a post where she was talking about, you know, Chelsea Football Club losing the match, and she said, "Oh, this is painful to watch." And then someone replied, "Now you can imagine the pain we feel when we have to watch your music." And then she just dropped an emoji that was like, "Ooh!" Like, did you just say? Did you get like that spirit that keeps you going? She didn't come back and say it is your this that is this. Do you understand? She didn't come back to diss the person.